is, and Harvey, our old teacher, always thought if you have any kind of a flat section on your putter, he always wanted our thumbs to go down the flat section and build your fingers around that.
You'd put your thumbs on first?
That's what I feel when I put them on there. And then, but that grip is not so dissimilar as my regular grip. But what I do is I try to put my hands on there, and I like equal pressure. I like equal pressure with the left and the right. But my grip is, I put my left forefinger over the two last fingers of my right. But the things that I feel when I grip the club are those thumbs. That's where I feel like the palms are going to where I'm trying to stroke it. I'm sensitive with the thumbs on top of the club, but I'm feeling the fingers in the back of the grip. But all the while, I'm equal with both hands, but also I'm trying to make the grip as sensitive as I possibly can.
Feel.
So, in other words, I'm trying to grip the club lightly enough to where I can feel this putter head and make it feel heavy. If I grip tight, the club head's going to feel light. And so therefore it's not more apt to swing if I had a light grip, and then it can swing. It can swing, and then it can do the work. I'm trying to let this putter face and putter head do the work.
Do the work, go through it. Make a stroke there.
So lightly, so I can feel that club head swinging, and then I'm trying to swing it and just lightly and let that club head do that work. I'm trying to go through that putt.
Ben, show me your proper setup position, how you feel, how tall. I want the camera to be able to see.
Okay. Dave, what I try to do, I try to get at least far enough away from the ball, and I'm a little bit on my left side. I like the weight, my weight distribution is probably 60-40, a little bit more on my left. But what I want to do in relation to my arms and my shoulders, I want to get my arms hanging down. That's what I feel. If I feel like my arms can hang down, I feel more comfortable that way. I feel less tension.
So now you use a what? Now what, 35 or 34 inch putter?
It's 34 and just a fraction.
Okay.
But 34 is usually good for my arm length and how I hang myself over the ball. And I think also, if I'm about right there, I'm not feeling any tension whatsoever. All I feel there is my fingers in the back of that grip. I don't feel any tension in my shoulders, and my arms are hanging. They're almost feeling like they're hanging, almost limp. So I know that that's a relationship to the ground that my shoulders are, and that's a good length putter for me.
Okay. Now, you stand with your feet slightly open. Slightly open. Both feet kind of square.
That's right. Right. Fairly square, a little open. I just feel like I can see a little bit better. I feel like I can see the whole picture of what I'm doing a little bit more. I think that probably over the years you're going to find that the best putters have been either square or a little bit open to the line. You know, the one exception was probably the greatest putter ever lived, Bobby Locke.
He hooked everything.
Who stood over this way, and he putted out and over the ball that way.
And he hooked everything, sure.
And he was incredible. But I've always felt like if I was a little open.
Open. Now how about your knees? What do you feel as far as you bent your knees slightly enough to get set?
Just very, very slightly.
Okay.
If I was a little bit more like that, I would feel like I wouldn't hang my arms and shoulders as much.
Right.
So I'm trying to a little bit taller up here, but just very, very slight in my
Okay, and
knees.
The ball position is maybe one ball outside. Your eyes are probably toward the heel of your putter slightly, correct?
Yes. If I hung this putter down,
it'd be slightly inside.
Would be slightly inside. It wouldn't be directly over
Which
that
goes
ball.
with you fanning the putter open slightly like you were mentioning.
That's right.
Okay.
Just a swing in a door. But if I was to get over this putt, I'd want to get real comfortable, and I'd want to just try to swing that thing up there.
Okay.
But the less tension I can feel anywhere, the only tension I'd like to feel are in my fingers, and that's where the sensitivity comes in. That's what gives me the feedback of how hard to hit this putt.
Or how hard to roll the putt.
That's right.
Not hit.
Not to hit the putt, that's right. Stroke the putt.
Stroke the putt. Do you try to take the same distance going back as you go going through, as far as the stroke-wise?
Probably with equal pressure. If the backstroke is a certain distance, it should go through that certain distance. It doesn't always happen for me.
Right.
It used to for me.
Right.
But I'm still, what I try to do is take this putter back as far as I won't hit that ball going through. In other words, I'll never try to hit it short.
Right.
My stroke is long, and I'm trying to let it go through. I'm going to take it back as long as I can not hit that ball. So I'm going to just roll it up there.
Roll it up there.
Just roll it.
So you're trying, one of the worst things to do would be to take it back too short, because then you do have to hit it. You pop into it.
You have to feel like you'll accelerate so much to get the ball to your objective. And the pace, I just think it's much easier to use the very first thing that I do with amateurs or watch anybody play, if they're not, the very first thing, if their pace is way off, to me that means their grip pressure's off in some regard. Meaning,
you can see the white in their fingers, you can tell they're grabbing it.
That putter's not swinging, and they're not, either they don't know how hard to hit it, number one, or they're very uncertain of it, and then what does that do? It's a natural thing for us to tighten up as human beings.
Right.